subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability based trading alert, technical analysis, company philosophy, as I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and great updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere. As that's right, I brought all truth and integrity back into the trading market. And you can see what we have going on here in this late evening update as I'm driving back from the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois to the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan, right? But this is a drive from hell, and it's been taking very long with all kinds of traffic obstructions and whatnot. But you can see here in the old Bitcoin, we know what we're in. Let's get rid of this. We're in the rising channel, the big bearish continuation pattern, or a bear flag, right? We'll go over this weekend what bear and bull flags are and what symmetrical triangles and descending and ascending triangles are, right? We'll get all into that. But you can see in the 1 hour time frame, we had a nice little pump this morning, got all the way up to 42,000. And if we go back to the 3 hour time frame, right, you can see it just sneaked over that 3 hour time frame, 200-day moving average, and then sold immediately off in a phenomenal, fabulous sell-off today. And we're right back down, hitting that support level, right, of the underneath rising channel. See that? We're hitting that support level again, and that's a critical area. And if you break that, as you do know, you're coming down to 36,792 and 99 cents immediately if you can't hold that bottom part of this lower support where you're at right now. As if you looked at my title earlier, I said 44,000 and change and 50% crash. There is still a possibility that you come up to that 44,000, and we've been talking about that since we came down back here, right? Since we came back down, that we could come back up here as a technical target was being met here, and there should be buyers there technically, and there were. And now we're back down there again, right? And that's a critical area. So what I would watch out for this, it's not the weekend actually, today's only Thursday, is if you, can you hold it? If you break this, you're coming right down to that next underneath support, and you can see you flushed exactly down to it, a beautiful wick. See that? A beautiful wick down to that orange support zone of the uptrending in the rising channel, right, or the bull, of the bear flag, and you can see it wicked exactly down to it, and the buyers were there. But not a lot of buyers, and this, in the short term, is coming back down here, right? You're going to be testing this underneath, and I'm thinking, I'm not liking I've been telling you I don't like the looks of things in the overall equity market, the stock market, the bond market, right, the real estate market, and especially the crypto and the tech sector. And as soon as you break that, you have a big fall, and 36,000 on this blue ring is your first underneath support, right? And then the next blue ring below it, which is corresponding with that orange ring too, at 30,985 and 9 cents, would be your next area where buyers could be. If the 39,000 breaks, and then the 36 breaks, then you would go to the 30, right? Because I think you have a full lateral flush coming. And on a full lateral flush here, you're coming down to $21,176.69. When, not if, but when this bear flag breaks to the downside, and you can see what bear flag we're talking about. If we get back to the Bitcoin, it's right there, right? See that in orange? We got the purple arrow on your uptrending upper resistance, and the green arrow, and the red arrow on your lower support. Well, the green arrow, the red arrow was on a wick, showing you how it hit the blue ring, right? And then where the yellow arrow is, down to the blue arrow, that's your flag. And then this orange arrow right here, that's your pull, and that would be your targeted move, and it lines up beautifully with previously lined up underneath support in our technical analysis, one of a kind, company made that help you fleece, heist, and shice, and sidestep and audible the criminal gangster cartel that has infiltrated the trading markets, the Federal Reserve, and the United States government in order to manipulate the markets and knock down and beat down the retail trader, right? But that's why Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing is here to help you sidestep and audible that nonsense, right? And if we look at ADS, you can see, we had a full lateral pump on ADS. Look at that. I like it. Was it a big pump or does it just look bigger? Where was it at? April? Alright, yeah, so early in April we pumped. Later in April we dumped. And you can see we hit that underneath support at 19 cents where the buyer should be. And then it held that blue area at about 19 cents. Now it's pumped up for a beautiful double top. And now you got to watch out here to see what goes on. Can this keep trading up or is this going to get rejected again by this overhead resistance up here, right? And a little bit higher than that. At about, whatever that says, I can't see that, 32 cents, right? So we're going to watch out for that in ADS. The old XRP everybody loves. Some more construction. You can see, again, XRP, we showed you what likes to often, but not always, likes to happen down here as we pull our industry exclusive and YouTube made famous purchasing tool, right? All the stock analysts use it now. Made that purchasing tool YouTube famous. But you can see right here where we put the green arrow and then we put a horizontal ray line there to mark that at 67 cents. We told you often, but not always, after you get a pattern breakdown, it likes to get rejected by the moving average, come down, and then find a bottom below it. And then often, but not always, it likes to come back up and back test it. And then it back tested and got rejected. And oftentimes now, if you can breach the so low, that's confirming the breakdown. It's already attempting to confirm the breakdown by initially coming below the 200K after being rejected beautifully by that upper resistance in this Mexico triangle that XRP's been in for about 12 months now, right? And now it looks to be, just like we said the other day, you're going to come down and test this underneath bottom, local bottom, and I don't think it's going to hold, and I think you got a date with 63 cents, right? I mean, short term, this weekend, maybe as the market closes tomorrow and we get a thinly traded weekend, it might be possible that it happens this weekend, right? That's certainly possible and plausible, if not likely, right? And that's what we're going to watch out for because that aforementioned symmetrical triangle that I've been talking about, you can see here, we've been in it for quite some time. And if we pull out that industry exclusive purchasing tool again, you can see we entered in it way back here on April 3rd of 2021, just about the same time old Vincenzo started coming on air, right? And then you can see we got upper resistance a few times. Once flush, we got supported by the 50 in red. Then we hit it in a period of a few months from the end of April through the end of May, so about a month. We were hitting upper resistance, right, for about 2 months almost. And then we had a full lateral flush down to our first support on a wick. And a pump up got rejected by the 200-day like it often does. Then we came back to make a nice double bottom, and it confirmed this as a pattern. And then it pumps up straight to upper resistance and gets rejected, down to the 200, supported, then rejected, and another full lateral flush on a wick, fall back up, trades up to the 200, rejection, comes back down, a little fake out, and this is where we diagnose this undetected, how you can come back into a pattern. Even back here, we were talking about this in January, and all the way back here in December, and all the way up here back during football season, as we thought it was going to come down here, because this pattern didn't have to break till about now, and now we're about to complete the pattern, and a full lateral flush, a targeted move gets you all the way down here to 19 cents, and you do a targeted move from the top of the symmetrical triangle to the bottom, pull it out to the point of a breakout, and it gives you here on a full lateral late summer or end of the year target of 19 cents. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo Code Crypto Investing. Sidestep and Audible, the criminal gangsters, and market manipulators that have infiltrated the trading market in the United States and Federal Reserve. Right? Peace and love until the next episode.